obfuscation theory. First off, check out my cool new jumper. It's very relevant to the video, I swear. But notice as how I blend into the background. It's very fitting for this presentation. But we'll start off anyway. So why this video? If you're watching this type of content, you are part of a movement across the world to ensure a better future for us by spreading awareness about the implementations and OPSEC procedures you learn by watching this type of content. So this is the future that's waiting for us. As you can see here, this is the social credit scoring system in China, and everyone thinks that this is just a problem with China, but it's spreading across the world slowly. So you've got countries like the USA, which are also doing um, their own things under the hood. It's just that less people know about it. So how it's being actualized? There's three avenues in which this kind of dystopian future is coming for us. And the first one is through big tech. So we've got Meta, Google, Amazon, etc. And then we've got the people who are doing artificial intelligence. So OpenAI, notedly. And then, you've also got government surveillance as well. So NSA, CIA, etc. And just to further clarify or hammer the point home, um, do I even need to explain what this guy's doing? Just look at his fucking face. Uh, but yeah, you've got Mark Zuckerberg here, drinking a glass of water at his Congress meeting, and we all know what he was up to. And then perhaps a lesser known one, but Sam Altman, the CEO of ChatGPT, his project before ChatGPT and all of that was WorldCoin. What WorldCoin was it was a cryptocurrency in which you did an eye scan, so you scanned your retinas or whatever, and you'd basically get cryptocurrency off of that. Now, like why would you give cryptocurrency to someone for scanning their fucking retina? That sounds, it sounds a bit dystopian to me anyway. And then you've got the ChatGPT um, director, or like one of them is an NSA member. So as we can see from the title here, OpenAI appoints former top U.S. cyber warrior Paul Nakasone to its board of directors. So that's also very sus. And then we've got the Snowden leaks. So we found out that the NSA was in fact spying on literally the entire U.S. population. Everything from Gmails to Outlook, phone calls, everything they were collecting, and they were spying under the Patriot Act, which was supposedly to stop terrorism or whatever. So this leads me on to the meat and potatoes, but we'll start off with the definition of what is obfuscation. So obfuscation is the process of obfuscating or obscuring the perception of something. So the concept of concealing meaning of a communication by making it more confusing and harder to interpret. So take for example, we have obfuscation occurring in nature. We've got chameleons who change color based on the things that they touch. And then we've got examples in the military. So let's say someone fires a heat-seeking missile at you. How do you how do you evade that? Well, what you can do is you can set off different flares, which each have their own heat signatures, and the missile will basically get confused as to which heat signature actually belongs to the plane. So it'll go here. The plane is going this way. it starts, releasing all these flares, and then the missile just gets jumbled up because it doesn't know what it's aiming for. We've also got, I'm pretty sure everyone watching this knows what Tor is. If you don't know what Tor is, it basically anonymizes your internet activity by bouncing your packets across various different nodes. So whenever someone tries to trace your IP or do anything of that sort, they don't know who you are essentially. And also just a real life example. This is also obfuscation. Look at the camouflage on my jumper. You can't see it when I'm next to the bed, but when I raise my hands, yeah, you can see the contrasting figure. But not here. So why is obfuscation the answer? So we perhaps cannot control our environment, but we can control what our inputs are to a given system. Much like the chameleon has to still give a visual cue, since it obeys the laws of physics, but it can alter it to its liking to reveal as little true information as it can. So we are still dependent on all of the modern technology that is designed to spy on us and to keep us dependent on them. But we can make our goal or our aim to reveal as little information as possible through the use of obfuscation until technologies are invented or implemented to help replace what we have today. So practical example here. One of the technologies or the browser extensions that I'll mention. I mentioned it in my OPSEC videos, and I'm also going to release it in my up and coming OPSEC course. So if you're interested in something like that, of implementing the actual procedures, that will be up soon. So we have on ad nauseum. So it's a browser extension which is used to obfuscate preferences by clicking on every single advertisement, as it sees, giving out fake signals to advertising companies which are used to track you. So as you can see here, there's an ad vault where it's basically clicked a whole bunch of ads, basically every ad it sees, and it will therefore it will confuse the advertising companies into um, thinking that they know what product to sell you. But since you've clicked every single ad there is out there, um, they will get confused in that process, and they won't know what kind of user specifically they'll know about. Now, sure, they can still draw some inferences based on the type of websites you're viewing and things like fingerprinting your browser and all of that stuff. But it's still a very good dent in the um, the sheet or whatever. So the conclusion is, by sticking to the philosophy of obfuscation, we can learn to use or make tools which help reveal as little information as possible while using these platforms. So, um, you know, um, wait, I'll just continue on to this slide. But once we have enough people doing this, we can further build our own platforms and use our own technologies which help us avoid this dystopian future we're headed towards. Um, but yeah, essentially, it's a lot like we can't control our environment, so we're forced to kind of make the best of what we have here right now. Like for example, here I'm here with my top. I can't control being seen on camera, but I can do my best into revealing as little information as possible by wearing one of these hoodies. So it works in the exact same way, and the overall principle of this video that I'm trying to spread is that we need to start focusing on how we can um, we we can mitigate these issues as much as possible. Because once everyone has this awareness, and once they're actively implementing all of this, then eventually we're gonna have technologies in the future that avoid this problem altogether. It will have obfuscation inbuilt into it, and we don't have to be treated like guinea pigs anymore. But yeah, thanks for watching. Do the usual: subscribe, like, comment, share. Uh, Join the Discord, follow the Instagram, links in the description, and I'll see you in the next one.